Just go harder, harder. I am a baller, I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it, that is the difference. I am not waiting, I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right, my grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot.
It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right upfield, right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
Sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's able to take it across midfield before Jackson sets it looking to throw. Rolling to his right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now the first carry for Denver. Now quick hit, and he lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. So they've got the football, and they start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2nd and 8. Here's Cousins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
Catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
4th down, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They didn't try and reinvent the wheel there on 4th down. Pretty simple play call, pretty effective.
Pretty much a big boy play. Going to a big guy on that route in order to pick up the 1st down. I think.
And down he goes. After the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Cousins. And he is going to go down. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target.
Some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. He's been fortunate in one sense. I mean, he's thrown the 2 interceptions. That's not fortunate. The good news is haven't led to points on either one of those picks. So a fresh start here, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They can attack the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. He's got the 1st down and more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dynamite 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or 2 for those guys who missed it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he's going to have another first down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of it.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Man, that's a third fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. That time, when nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That will be complete to Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Touchdown! James Trochet from 6 yards away. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra a touchdown run of 6 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. A good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, Now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews.
After review of the play, the ruling on the
This
field
offense
stands.
finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Throwing again, 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As soon as he went down to get his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. That's the 20. But he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is, once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time we get the interception? Take it to the house.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nuwanger now from his end zone. I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Someone did a nice job there, picking it up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Keep it up! Keep it up!
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Cousins out to his left. Open here on Thielen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to our... Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They kept them alive in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 48 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. Try, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Ravens taking the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And to the Vikings. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Play fake. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
Play action now. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're sort of themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really. Team had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
play fake. Here's Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space. And he turns it into a big pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Jackson apparently a little unsure of things, so he'll call a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll roll him out right toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On play action, Cousins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Off the play fake, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
The Ravens ready to take over. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw is Jackson. He's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Cousins now. Smith catches left side. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back. I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
8 yards to go on second down. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Right back to Dobbins on first. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?